What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we have 10 famous people that made a comeback. Number 10, Robert Downey Jr. You all probably know Robert Downey Jr. for his famous role in Iron Man. But in case you didn't know, prior from 2003, Mr. Downey was more known for his drug addictions and arrests. Then he actually was known for his famous acting career. Many people do not know this about Robert, but before his substance addiction started, he appeared in some major classic films, which were extremely successful in the 80s and early 90s. Some of the movies he played in were Chaplin, Less Than Zero, Air America, and many more. During the years 1996 through 2001, his career had hit an all-time low, which put him in a slump. He was quickly taken out of his role on Ally McBeal because of his addictions. He quickly entered rehab to save his career, and after a couple years of struggling with his rough recovery, he managed to finally come back into acting in 2003 with the role in The Singing Detective. But his biggest role he ever landed in his career wasn't until he was casted for Tony Stark in 2008's Iron Man. This movie was the game changer that put him on the highest levels he's ever been in his entire acting career. Robert is now clean and calculated as one of Hollywood's most high-profile and respected actors of our generation. Number 9, Macaulay Culkin. He became known thanks to his famous role of being in the Christmas hit movie Home Alone. Mr. Culkin is now 35 years old, and it seems like he is trying to return to acting. The majority of us know by now that he has been allegedly struggling with a drug addiction for many years. He wants to turn things around and is now contemplating to return back to acting, as he was seen being recorded for the scenes of the Jim Gaffigan show in New York. He's also shooting for a psychedelic movie style of Aladdin, which is directed by Adam Green. It is reported that he will play the role of Ralph. This movie is basically a parody version of the classic tale of Aladdin. Number 8, Paula Abdul. During the 1980s and 1990s, Paula Abdul was one of the best pop music stars in the industry. Thanks to a talented group of producers and large budget videos, Abdul's debut album, Straight Up, turned her into a star. Her second album was released and it was called Spellbound in 1991, and her third album was Head Over Heels in 1995. In 2000, Abdul sold over 30 million records, while 6 of her singles were ranked number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. But after a small period in the movie industry, Miss Abdul was struggling with bulimia. She decided to take a break from music, and in 2001, Paula returned back to her passion and was a judge on American Idol, alongside big names such as Simon Cowell and Randy Jackson. She stayed in the show until 2009, as well as appearing as a guest judge in a few different talent shows. Number 7, Patrick Dempsey. We can't really say a whole lot about Patrick Dempsey's career, besides that during both eras of Hollywood popularity, first in the early 1980s and then again in the 2000s, Dempsey has always been recognized as the ladies' man. When he was in his early 20s, millions of teenage girls fantasized about him. Today, he is more likely known as McDreamy due to his role in Grey's Anatomy than by his actual real name, since acting on the final series as Dr. Derek Shepherd, a doctor who works in a hospital where they seem to have sex in a random janitor's storeroom more than they actually work. Dempsey has acted in numerous of popular romantic comedies, which included The Enchanted in 2007, Maid of Honor in 2008, and his latest role he played in the Transformers sequel, Dark of the Moon. Number 6, Neil Patrick Harris. Neil Patrick Harris had a great amount of success in his young acting career, with the famous role in 1989, where he had a starring role in Doogie Howser from 1989 to 1993. At the end of the series, Patrick's career started going downhill. He later attended guest spots in a few shows through the years, but there was nothing really iconic about him. At the time, no one cared to give him any attention other than as that kid doctor on TV in the 80s. It wasn't until 2004 in his appearance in Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, in which he played an extremely dramatized, drugged up and asshole version of himself, that really brought back his acting career. After that, he landed a role as Barney Stinson in a successful series called How I Met Your Mother. Also, after coming out in 2006, Neil has been named one of the most influential people by Time magazine. Number 5, Britney Spears. During 1999, Britney Spears earned a place among the best music artists with her Baby One More Time single hits, which was also considered to be her debut album. After this, she released a few more popular albums. Right after a publicized breakdown in rehab, Britney quickly retired from the music industry. She couldn't stay away from it because she quickly came back from her public meltdown and released 2 new albums. And by 2012, she was one of the main judges on the reality show The X Factor. Number 4, Justin Timberlake. Most people know Justin Timberlake from NSYNC, which was an American boy band formed in Orlando, Florida in 1995. In 1998, their band won over the hearts of millions of young American fans while redefining the whole pop industry. In early 2002, the band pronounced a breakup, but this didn't stop Timberlake from making music, because right after their breakup, he decided to start his solo career. Around November of 2002, Justin released his debut solo album, which was called Justified, and right after that, he released Future Sex Love Sounds. This didn't give him the fame he was seeking for, so he decided to retire from music for some years and try to focus on his acting career. In 2013, Justin Timberlake officially made his comeback in music. Also, his tour with Jay-Z in 2013 was extremely successful. Number 3, Justin Bieber. For a little, it seemed like Justin Bieber's pop career and fame was short-lived because it was quickly slipping from him. In 2014, Justin Bieber was known to be more famous for his countless struggles with the law enforcement than his music. It only took him one song to turn everything around. Where Are You Now made Justin Bieber relevant again by maturing him and his career. This new music also gave his fans a new fresh style. Right after, he quickly released What Do You Mean, which was extremely successful because it was a gateway to a whole new audience he never attracted before. Justin Bieber is maturing and developing as a young adult, while at the same time, he is managing to continue and perfect his music career. Number 2, Jay-Z. In 2003, Mr. Jay-Z, also known as the king of modern hip-hop, announced his departure after launching the Black Album. Even though his retirement did not last a long time, as he quickly returned back to the game in 2006 with his album Kingdom Come. Since he came back, Jay-Z has been extremely busy with his music career and investments. After his return from his short-lived retirement, the New York native has become an influential investor, artist collaborator, and entrepreneur. But most importantly, he got married to the queen herself, Beyonce. Number 1, Ellen DeGeneres. From 1994 to 1998, Ellen DeGeneres had a main role in a very influential ABC series which was titled Ellen. But in 1997, Ellen decided to announce her homosexuality during an episode of the Oprah Winfrey Show, and unfortunately, this dropped her show's rating, and eventually her show was officially canceled during its 5th season. She went back to stand-up comedy once they canceled her show, and later on she attempted to return to television in 2001 with another sitcom also called The Ellen Show. But this show was quickly canceled before its first season had even been aired on CBS. In 2003, she reached her maximum iconic status in Hollywood with her daytime talk show. Ellen has managed to win 32 Daytime Emmy Awards to date for her amazing show. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe for more, and I will see you all in the next video.